Hello YouTube. Community, society, neighbours. What do those words mean? I was cycling along the other day and there was an elderly lady who was climbing to her feet off the floor. She'd obviously taken a fall, and I stopped my bike and I said, "Are you okay? Did you fall over?" And she was startled. She looked at me like she couldn't believe that somebody had actually stopped to talk to her. And she said, "Oh yes, thank you very much." But you know, people were walking along the same road and not one of them had taken the trouble to find out if she was okay. They just kept on walking past. But a similar thing happened to me a while before that. I'd been cycling along. I do quite a bit of cycling, and you know how flies target you when you're on your bike, and I was distracted and lost my balance and went over. And I wasn't badly hurt, but I could have been. I did actually gash my leg a bit. But I was laid out on the pavement, and the workers in the builder's yard across the road, just directly opposite where I'd come down, they began laughing, and they just kept on laughing. But there were people walking along the path where I was laid out, and not one of them asked how I was. All I got was, "Excuse me," and they climbed over me and carried on. And I was laying there thinking, what the heck has happened in the last few years, last couple of decades or so, to our community? You know, why don't people take the time to actually care about their neighbours anymore? I don't mean the people next door. By neighbours, I mean the people that we see in our community on a daily basis. I'm sure there are other people who will stop and say, "Are you okay?" But there seems to be an increasing number of people who won't. They don't want to get involved. I mean, you know, the government is encouraging us to be suspicious. We live in a time of fear, paranoia and suspicion. We were told that we have to spy on our neighbours because they might be cheating the system, or they might be terrorists, or they might be a danger to our children. And it's all very sad because little by little the structure of our society is being taken apart, and relationships are built on trust. And then we have the government saying, especially to women, but I guess it will work both ways, that if you find a new partner, it is now easier for you to go to the police, give them the name of your partner and say, have they got a criminal background? Is there anything I should know? On the one hand, it may seem like a very sensible thing to do, but there's no trust there, is there? Because the partner finds out, the first thing you've done is check upon them. Yeah, you don't trust them. How can you have a relationship with somebody you do not trust? And because you don't trust them, they no longer trust you. The relationship cannot survive without trust, and so it falls apart. Society is a network of relationships, and when society has no trust, then society will fail. So if you're going along and you see somebody getting up off the floor, ask them if they're okay. Take the time to care about people, because if we don't do that, then the future's pretty grim for all of us. So I shall wish you an extremely happy and positive weekend, and I'll catch you later.